Hey Fred, just firstly, how's Carlos doing after that hit with the drain cover?
He's okay. I think he was a bit shocked because very surprised. He didn't expect to hit something in the middle of the straight line, and the first reaction when he jumped on the radio was we were really scared because we didn't understand. We had a look on the onboard and we didn't see something, and so that. But it was a huge crash because we damaged chassis, engine, battery. That all the car is damaged, and it was tough.
Okay. What's your kind of read of just how the events unfolded? What's the mood in the team right now?
The mood after a big crash like this is that you are balanced between that the deception on the sporting side to say that we will miss something, we won't do FP2, and the fact that we say could have been much worse. And we think about the driver first in this kind of situation. But now we have to be back on the event, to be focused on performance, and to try to change our mind and to think about FP2, FP3, and to try to help Carlos to recover also, and to be ready for FP3 now.
Hey Toto, I just wanted your read really of what you made of the events of FP1, please.
Unfortunate. These things can happen. Drain covers have come undone for a long time. I can remember 2005 or 6 DTM, Bernd Mailänder ripped one out in Shanghai. You know, these are teething problems. I'm happy that Carlos is all right. 2 cars are wrecked, but they can be fixed.
What have you made of the Vegas event as a whole up until then and just around it?
I'm flabbergasted. First of all, I've never been in Vegas, and looking at the backdrop is amazing. And then what Formula One has really been able to pull off in 2 years is testament to the effort that was given.
And just finally, just a look back at this year so far, just how painful has it been to cope with it?
Up and downs, fun and less fun, more or less fun than fun. Fighting for P2 is a respectable situation. That's how I would summarize it.
All right, best luck this weekend. Thank you.
you.
Zach, obviously not ideal for the teams not to get much running in FP1. Kind of what's the feeling inside the team right now, and generally how much does that impact the rest of the weekend?
It's the same challenge for everyone. I think we did 2-3 laps, and we were in the garage at the time making some adjustments to the car, but no one got really any meaningful running in. So we'll pick it up in free practice too, and get the show back on the road.
And talking about the show, what have you made of Vegas so far and the Las Vegas Grand Prix and the show that they're putting on?
It's Las Vegas. Liberty's done a fantastic job. The city's buzzing. I think the world is buzzing for this race. So it's been a wild week. Moving around in about 15-minute increments. We're so busy. We have about 1,000 partners out. Fans are excited. So excited to get the show back on the road.
And just generally, it's been such a strong season for you guys right up until this point, particularly the second half. And I also want a word on the job Andrea is doing. He's really stepped into this role this year, and he's kind of pulled the team together.
Andrea's done a fantastic job. He's a tremendous leader. He's a great communicator. He empowers the team. He listens. He gives great direction. I can't say enough great things about him. And proofs in the pudding. Look at what he inherited at the start of the year, which was kind of the 9th quickest car. And here we've been the second half of the year, kind of the 2nd, 3rd quickest car, a pole, lots of podiums, 9 podiums I think it is now. So it's credit to Andrea and everyone in the racing team. It's a team effort, which is great to see.
Great stuff, Zach. Best of luck this weekend. Thank you.
you.
Hey James, just your read really on what happened in FP1. I know you weren't there at the time, but this experience happened to Williams a few years ago in Baku. So just what your read and what it must feel like to a team when it happens to them.
I think first and foremost, it is just a significance of how performant these cars are now. This has happened in Monaco, a track that's been running for many, many years, happened in Baku, and not immediately as well to us, and happened here within a few minutes. And it's, as a sort of reminder, the amount of forces we're now generating with these cars is enormous. It's a street circuit, so it needs drainage covers, which is what's in place. And what I think happened here from the pictures I saw was the physical concrete broke, just to give you an idea of how strong those forces were. The circuit would have gone through checks and due diligence to make sure it's there. Clearly, we haven't got enough checks in place yet. I'm glad that I feel for Ferrari and Alpine, it is very significant damage they suffered, but it could have been more significant than that as well. And I'm glad that we've got through the session, understand where we have failings, and we have time to fix it before we get into the show properly.
What's the feeling inside the team generally about this weekend? There's lots of straights here, the car's normally quite good on those, and you're in a tight battle, aren't you, for P7 with AlphaTauri in the championship?
I think you summed it up well. I predicted this quite a while ago, that this championship's going to be fought down to the wire in Abu Dhabi. Where we are at the moment, AlphaTauri's done a great job. They have a quick car, and on paper they're the 5th fastest team. And what I like about the season is McLaren have shown you how they can go from the back to the front. AlphaTauri have shown you how you can develop the car and move forward. We have to a certain extent as well. We were a team that wasn't really scoring points to a team that from the August break onwards has been in and around the points the whole time. And I quite like that about this regulation set, that you're getting just teams moving up and down. In terms of this track, you've hit the nail on the head. There's a couple of elements to it. Obviously, there's a lot of straight line content. Generally speaking, the rear wing level is around about a sort of Spa level, to give you an idea. Circuits where we were performant this year. There's aspects of our car that are strong here. The second is that it's quite cold. Probably need another jacket, actually, in hindsight. But as a result of that, we know we run a little bit on the warmer side relative to other teams as well. And I think, again, that will mitigate some of our weaknesses we've shown recently.
Great stuff. Best of luck this weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.